Okay, my name is Iqbal Varani, and Ali is my middle name. You can call me that because my first and last name is usually hard to pronounce. Monitoring is when IRS monitor your bank account, and auditing is when they find something bad about your account and they audit you. Basically, what we are talking about right now. No, but it's kind of the same thing. Auditing is when we audit any suspicious activities, if something is going on with our system, if there is some external or internal malfunction, or if some employee is trying to be funny with the system. And the monitoring system monitors all those kinds of activities, and the auditing system makes up log files, and it has all the information contained in it that something wrong is going on. And basically what it says in the log files is if there's an access to a system or a file and there's been any change or delete or something like that, what needs to be monitored needs to be considered too, because sometimes we don't want to monitor everything. Maybe we want to monitor a resource like a storage, but we don't want to monitor any printing. So that's what we need to consider too. When and who to monitor, well, we need to decide that too, who we need to monitor and who not to, because who's going to monitor system administrator. And what about trusted parties? If there's an external trusted party that we need to monitor or not, if that's connecting to our system remotely, are we monitoring them? Are we monitoring everything about them, whatever they're connecting to, if they're making any changes or not? As I said before, monitoring is not actually limited to a system, but it's also we can monitor resources like storage or printing, or we can monitor network resources too. How to analyze log files? Log files, usually they are pretty big and they're textual. There's too much text in it. IEEE, they have something called to-do-me. I think that's how they pronounce it. But that's basically a log visualization system. What it does is that it summarizes it, and for the system administrator, so the system administrator can manually analyze the log files, because it's usually pretty big. And what it does is that it summarizes it and try to detect any kind of suspicious activity or anything like that, and lets the system administrator know what's going on, if there is anything like that. Windows has some built-in mechanism. I don't know about any other operating system. I don't know what Linux and Unix has, but Windows has some event logging, performance monitoring. Event logging, what it does is that it creates log about application and system, if there's been any malfunction or anything like that about in the system or any application. Performance, it creates log about the system and application performance. Simple network management protocol, what it is it's an industry standard platform independent method of monitoring network devices. It monitors and creates logs about the network devices and all that. And these are my references. That's what I found on that monitoring. There's nothing much to it. And that's about it.